Yes? No? No, I'll stay here, didn't press it. Joe. Yes. Wayne, a very pleasing performance after a somewhat shaky start.
Yeah, well, we played under a fair bit of pressure, put ourselves under their penalties, dropped ball, most of the ball was stripped actually. But, you know, we're under pressure, so but after that we were good.
Tyrone had a pretty good game after having to come in late for Kurt.
Yeah, well, he's a talented player, we all know that, and it's just good to, you know, what he went through last year has helped him be the player that he's going to be this year, and we'll see a lot more of him.
I thought Jared Marlin had a fantastic game with controlling the ball with the kicking game, and just as importantly with you guys chasing up those kicks. Yeah,
well, they were getting forward, the forwards, and he was playing up the back of that, and the kick chase was outstanding, so it was just all about pressure, and they kept applying it. Marlin and Jared did have a great kicking game, and you know, you see a coup get his tries, and McManus and all those, and Boyd getting the ball, but you know, invariably coming off Jared's passes as well, and taking them to the line, all the things that you got to do.
Were you always confident the boys could bounce back that strongly after what happened last week?
No.
You must have been pleased with that team coming off the bus today, that way.
Yeah, we didn't bring the bus, so that might be the key.
How close was Kurt to playing tonight?
It was a bit weird actually what happened there. We had no idea he had a problem, and he came into train. I saw him in the physio before training yesterday. It's usually a bad sign we see him before training. And I knew he didn't have much wrong with him, and I asked him what was going on. He said he felt his calf a bit sore training late on Friday. So he went out and trained, but it just didn't get any better. And we told him to wake up this morning, see how he felt, and he woke up, he's felt a bit stiff this morning. We're in that situation with Willie, and we just didn't want to lose him for a month. We might lose him for a week.
And Tamana?
Tamana should be back next week.
And given how well Tyrone played, where does that sort of leave Kurt? Where do you sort of see him coming back into the team?
Well, I see the good players don't have to rush him back, so that's point number one, and after that I'll have to sort something out. I'd rather have those problems than looking for guys that can't, to get them back in the team too early, and the guy that's in his position not doing the job. So
is it fair to say Tyrone's done enough to hold his spot at number 7?
I just answered your question for you.
You mentioned the benefit of Tyrone's season last year, and a lot of these other players in the same position. I mean, Alex McKinnon, utility, having to start in the centre. So I suppose it's the depth you've gained that really went through.
Well, I was confident about our depth. Wasn't confident after we played like we did last week, but I was confident about our depth because we deliberately tried to do that as well. I mean, we had 3 centres out tonight, 3 first-grade centres missing, and we have 2 hookers. Well, Kurt could have played hooker tonight. Travis was also out, and Danny had to come along. So, you know, we all had to put our hands up a bit and play in different positions, and they did that. So, you know, Cuthbert had come in for the first time this year, and David Farlago and Corbin Sims, and they look like they've been there for all their careers.
How did Bo pull up?
Yeah, no, he's got it, the groin's playing up a little bit on him. So, yeah, we lost him early in the game, which I forgot about. He hurt it in the first 5 minutes. So, but again, you know, Robbie Rackard jumped in there and we didn't miss a beat.
They did the whole game?
Yeah, it did. Well, we put Quisman across to the other edge. In the end, he came back over there, but yeah, Robbie played the whole game. And, you know, Chris was outstanding. He did a great job as captain winning that there tonight. And so we were lucky, you know, we're lucky that we could lose so many players and have some quality ones to replace them.
Chris, how important was it to have Danny Medeiros back out there tonight?
Yeah, he helped me out with the leadership out there on the field a bit, as well with Jeremy Smith and Darius. I suppose that those 2 really stepped up tonight, and they made my job a lot easier out there, that's for sure.
Did you feel like you were under a bit of pressure there at the start, that you could hold them out and come back to it?
Oh, we were defending pretty well. We did some silly things that gave them field position, but we were defending pretty well, so we got probably a bit of confidence out of that, and yeah, we ended up holding the ball back and putting the pressure back on them.
Where do you find the self-belief for a performance like that after getting rolled by 30 last week and with all the injuries?
Just starts at your training, like your confidence knocked around a bit in the game, but Wayne did a good job just building our confidence through the training sessions and just make sure we're right to go by the next week. And I suppose if you start well, you just get a bit of confidence out of that and carries through the game.
So that early defensive effort, even though they scored first, that early defensive effort, did that give you some confidence that, you know,
Yeah.
in this game?
Personally, it did, yeah, definitely. Yep.
Gave me a lot. Because, you know, they're very good at attack and they won our try line there for a number of sets, 9 minutes I think it was roughly. You know, and I realise when you see that, you know they're on. You just know they're on, so it's a matter of how it pans out after that. But
It's important too. Roberts made 2 good tackles on the line there as well.
yeah.
To come on in his defence.
Is there any feeling how long Bo might be out for? Is that on mind?
No, I can't answer that right now. I've got no idea, mate. I just felt it, you know, he's had a bit of trouble in the pre-season, and we've had taken the best doctors in the land and trying to get him on track, and we thought we were on track, but I'm just not sure. Maybe scar tissue, that's been an issue for him. Maybe a bit worse than that. So.
You mentioned Roberts and the experience he gained last year. What about Alex McKinnon? He played mostly back row the 18 months he's been here. It's a big effort.
Well, he's never been a centre, but he's skillful enough to play there and smart enough to play there. That's one of Alex's great attributes. So.
Who will you have back next week, Wayne?
Well, Willie will be pretty close, I think. Damana, Gags won't be there. BJ's doing his last week with his suspension next week. Travis won't be available, so we'll get 2 back. What look of it. And Kurt, I don't know.
And in their first game for the club at this level for Corbin and for this club for Falongo, a lot of impact off the bench for those 2 blokes.
Yeah, they were tremendous. I think you'd agree with that, Hauser, wouldn't you? They kept them random going, and I couldn't be more happy with those 2 players. And as I said, Cuthbert was really good too. He's played a lot of NRL, but he was just running straight of the day, more commitment with his runs, and